So you have a motivated seller under contract, and you have a cash buyer / investor under contract for that property. So how do you get paid? How do you set up the closing? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to access and use my free closing detail sheet. So you know what you need to do is stand by. Let's get it.
Flip man, it's the flip man, flip man. You want some money in your hand, flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. So you have a motivated seller under contract, and you have a cash buyer under contract for that actual deal. So how do you get paid? How do you set up the closing? Well, today is your day, because I'm going to show you how you can access and fill out my closing instruction sheet or my closing detail sheet. This is a document that I've used for years to make it easier for title companies and or closing attorneys to know who's the seller, who's the buyer, the sales price, obviously the address, who's getting paid an assignment fee for how much, who's paying closing costs, and your contact information. Now, this document, again, I've been using it for years. I was trying to think how long have I been using it. I can't figure it out, but I've been using it for a long time, and it's made the process so much easier, especially when you're dealing with a title company or a closing attorney that's never did a wholesale deal before. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you like this. Please share it. Help someone else. Also, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at AskFlipMan. I don't mention this enough, but I have an actual Facebook group called Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. Over 60,000 people in there at the date of this video, helping each other all over the country. So make sure you join that. And please, you're right here on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. So enough of that. Let's get into this actual training video on my closing detail sheet. Okay, so we're here at oldtrustydealulator.com. This is where it all goes down for your closing detail sheet or closing instruction sheets and more. Now, obviously, if you don't know, you can use the best tool in the game, Dealulator, aka PropStream. May want to watch this video before you try it out, but this is the tool that I use on a day-to-day basis to research properties, to see who owns it, build lists for motivated sellers, cash buyers, and much more. This video will help. It's a recent video, which I'm probably doing an update on it, but it's still very valid. So you can start a 5-day free trial. All right, that's the tool. Now, right here, you can access my actual free contract. This is the contract that I've been using since 2003, and many others have all over the country. Since 2008, I've been giving this contract away for free. All right. Now, also, this is where you'll find the closing detail sheet, which is why we're here. But I wanted to show you that I also have the free deal calculator to try to help you understand what makes a deal. Now, this formula and this calculator, not the end all, but if it doesn't do anything, it helps you from wasting time on stuff that has no chance of being a deal. Also, if you want to partner with me and do deals 50-50, you just select the Send Deals tab, and you can submit your deals. You can see the list of cities here that will love to try to do deals with you here. You should see your market there. It pretty much covers all decent sized cities and markets. All right, as long as you have it under contract, it must be off market. It's a great deal, and you're dealing directly with the owner. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the closing detail sheet. As you see up here, agreement form, you select closing details sheet, and here we are. All right, so on a previous video, Flipman 2021 contract, if you YouTube search that, I show you how to fill out the contracts for the seller and buyer. So we're going to use the information for that. So this contract here is for the seller, all right? Joe the seller, you the wholesaler. They were selling the house at $100,000, gave them $100 earnest money deposit. All right, contract B is with you and the cash buyer. You the wholesaler as the seller, and the cash buyer is the buyer. Same address, of course, but we wholesaled it to them for $118,000. They gave us $1,000 earnest money or whatever. So you make $18,000 off that deal. So how do you actually get paid? How do you make it easy for title companies and or closing attorneys to know who's the seller, who's the buyer, what the assignment fee is, who's paying closing costs, what's the asking price, the selling price, and the address of the property? So over here at the closing detail sheet, so what you do, if you know, sometimes you may know this and you may not, an actual closing date. A lot of times you may not know this, so you may can just put a date in the future there. So we'll just say 10 days from today. All right, so, and then 12 o'clock is fine. You can leave that as there. Then you can just name the title company, new title company. All right. All right, the address is the 123 Main Street. What did I name the city? Big Money, Alabama. So Big Money, where is it? I got lost. Big Money, Alabama. And I think I did 35211. All right, the actual sales price is not the 118, but it's the $100,000, because your assignment fee is the difference, which is the 18, which would bring it up to 118, but the actual sales price is $100,000. All right, so put in 100,000. All right. All right, the name of the seller is Joe, the seller. All right, and the cash buyer investor. So that's what I named it on that contract. Cash buyer / investor, which it'll be whatever their name, maybe their name or entity name. All right, so here you're getting paid an $18,000 assignment fee. So you'll put in here $18,000. Assignment fee paid to you, the wholesaler. Now, what I also did here was, if you're JVing on a deal, you can add more if you want to. By simply selecting add here, you can add more if you want to. So you can add up to 3 on here, I think. So so I'm going to remove these 2 because we're not adding more. All right, and then here, if the cash buyer gave you earnest money, you'll put it here. So $1,000 there, and also you can detail, you can detail out in the additional instructions if you gave the earnest money for the seller or whatever, but that will go in the additional instructions there. All right, so the closing cost, if you're in the cash buyer, if the cash buyer agreed to pay all closing costs, then as you see it here, buyer will pay all closing costs minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens. All right, and then down here, now, well, let me just go back up. Sometimes the buyer may say they're only going to pay half of it, so you just put in there, buyer will pay 50% of all closing costs minus unpaid liens. Then you put in there also that you'll pay the other 50%, if that's the case, or whatever you all negotiating. You may say, may want you to pay $500, so the buyer pays all closing costs above $500, just whatever you all agree upon. But normally they pay it all. So in here, just simple, You can put whatever if you need additional instructions, but contact me at, and just put your phone number in there. Or whatever. So from there, once you do that, then you'll generate. It'll take you over. Oh, I had to put a time in there. You select generate. Takes you over here to the next screen. You scroll down, you hit download. And wherever your downloads go to your desktop or my documents or the downloads folder. Just depends on how you have your computer set up. So boom, here it is right here. So it details everything out. So you would just either download this or print it in fax or however you would do it. But that's basically how it's done, just right there. So once you have that, again, you just download it and email it to whoever's handling putting the closing together at the title company and or closing attorney. Okay, so that's your closing detail sheet where you can fill it out online right here on dealulator.com. Again, remember you can use the tool PropStream, get it a 5-day free trial. I use this every day. I'm not sure what I was doing before. I discovered this tool. Well, they reached out to me, discovered this tool almost 3 years ago. All right, again, you can get the contract, you can fill it out free on here online, similar to what I just did there with the closing detail sheet. Plus, if you want to partner on deals and it's a great deal, you have it in the contract, it's off market and you're dealing directly with the owner, you can see your list of cities here. You just click your city and it'll take you over here where you can submit your deal right here and just fill in this information and send your deal. So hopefully this helps. Again, this is the closing detail sheet. This helps you put your actual deals together. Makes it a lot easier for your seller, the closing attorney and title company to figure out who's paying what, and so on. Boom! I hope this video helped. Again, make sure you like this, share it, make someone's day. Subscribe to the channel since you're already here, so you can get alerted whenever I upload new videos and when we go live right here on YouTube. Please, please, please follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at AskFlipMan. Don't forget about my wholesaling real estate with the FlipMan Facebook group. Over 60,000 people in there helping each other all over the country every day. So again, I hope this video helps, and I will see you guys on the flip side.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.